Hi Virgo, and welcome to the mid-month reading. I've missed you guys. This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or their Venus in the sign of Virgo. As well, I'm learning more about my Vedic chart. My channel has been based on Western astrology, our tropical chart that we go by, but I am learning more about my Vedic chart, and so I am following that. And for a lot of people who already know, if you are looking into the Eastern astrology chart, like natal chart, and what that is all about, then you know that your signs are different. So I encourage you guys to watch all 12 of the zodiac videos that I put up for every general month and mid-month, until you learn more about yourself and your real nature and what really resonates with you. Then you can start watching the more specific videos. So do that. Another new change, I am going to try this new spread. It's called a What the Actual Fuck spread, and it just, resonates for me because that's my reaction to a lot of things in my mind, right? So I know that you guys really want to know what's going on in finance and as well as in your relationships, and so that's typically what this spread gives you more insight into. So I'm going to try this out. Let me know how you guys like it, and what I want to do, I think for the overly thematic readings for each month, I'm going to keep it how I do my typical spread that you're used to. And then for the mid-month, I want you guys to comment on the general monthly what you want to get more insight into for like the general reading, if you guys care more about your money situations or if you care more about love. And then that way when I do the mid-monthly for you guys, you kind of know what to expect, right? Get more insight on that. So the spread that I'm talking about is going to be what you see as the thumbnail of these readings, just so you guys know, because I tried to record it with the cards on a table and angle my camera down, but that wasn't working, and it's not worth breaking my camera. So Virgos, what the actual fuck? Your significator or signifying energy, what you can be feeling energetically at this time, is the Six of Pentacles energy. And the face of your challenge coming into the mid-month, like what is bounding you at this time, is the Knight of Cups. So what is real about this situation or these energies that you are feeling, what came up for you was the Seven of Cups. And then you have the Ten of Wands and the what is wrong about this position that came out for you, okay? Now, if you're wanting to know like where you need to get more info or what information you are missing, what came up was the Four of Cups clarified with the Knight of Wands. And then what can you do finally to overcome these energies? What came out for you guys was the Three of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Already kind of know. So this feels like a relationship, okay? And a relationship that you care a lot about. So coming into the mid-month, then the energy that you're feeling is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups can also, the numbers of the minor arcana can also correspond to the houses in the zodiacal chart, okay? So 6 is the 6th house, which talks about balance. Like that is the house that Libra naturally corresponds to, okay? And Libras are all about balance, being in harmony. Now the downfall about Libras is that you can get to a point of indecision about the actions that you want to take in life because you don't want to necessarily make waves, okay? And that is why the Knight of Cups is coming up as like the face of the challenge for balance. And what hounds you, you don't necessarily like to be confrontational, okay? You're all about keeping the peace. So in this relationship, I feel like a lot of the miscommunication as far as feelings were concerned may be the detachment style of your persona that comes through, like when you're not making a decision. Okay, now if you're cross-watching, this can be your energy and you know that this is affecting the relationship at this time, but you're wanting to bring balance back into those partnerships that you enjoy. Okay, you want to bring some enjoyment back into it. And so I feel like what is real about the situation with this Seven of Cups energy that you guys have, it's talking about you or your partner. Like, what came before the Seven of Cups, you guys? The Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups in my spread talks about when you get to that point in a relationship where you understand that one person is not as emotionally mature or ready for the relationship, and so you're having to make that decision or understand that yes, they may love you, but they have some work to do. They have emotional work to do on themselves, healing of themselves and their traumas and their experiences, in order to bring that balance or that harmony back into the relationship and for you guys to be back in union, because you guys can very well be separated at this point, or it's like you guys may live together even, but you're not really communicating. You're treating each other like a roommate in a sense if you are living together. So you don't have to necessarily be across water or in a long distance relationship. You guys can very well just feel single in the midst of being with someone that you live in the same room with, okay? But this is realizing that you do want to put that effort in, and you're willing to give whatever it takes to make it work. So that is what is real about the situation, okay? Because there is an underlying level of love that you have for this person. You really care for them, okay? Now, what is wrong about the situation is you or this other person feeling like you should have tried harder, like there was more that you could have done, or what if I would have just stayed? Because I feel like there's some pressure. And I'm getting the thought in my mind, like when society makes you feel like if you're not like that ride or die, that you're missing out on true love, or like making you feel like you really didn't put in a lot of effort on your part. That might be some truth about the situation, but you're kind of living in that guilt, right? That you could have done more, but now you're at this point where, I mean, you pretty much just have to face your faults, you know? But you can't keep carrying that heavy baggage and that pain. And I'm gonna assume that because my phone rang that like I'm hitting a tough spot, a sore spot here. But you can't hold on. You can't harp over what you've done or what you should have done or what you could have done more as well. Don't think that your partner should have or could have done more. Everything happened as it was supposed to up to this point, okay? So just stop living in that pain and the discomfort, okay? Because that's not going to do anything for you. I'm getting that like, oh, I'm gonna just be single and miserable for the rest of my life. That's what I'm getting from this Ten of Wands energy, okay? He looks miserable. So you know what? You gave it all you could. Or if you didn't, then that was the lesson and you know what to do next. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't just stop though because you got put in this position. So that is what's wrong about this. Some of you guys are like doing nothing when you need to be moving forward. Now, where you need more info, the Four of Cups with the Knight of Wands came out. So I want to tell you guys to like, the fourth house is Cancer's house. Who's in the house? Cancer's in the house. Eh? But yeah, the fourth house is all about structure and connectedness. And with this Knight of Wands, I am thinking that this person has they're either Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in their fourth house. And that's where you need to learn more about them and their personality and their mode of expressing themselves, and what makes them comfortable, because that's what the fourth house also deals with. But if not, this person can have a Cancerian fourth house, because we have this cardinal water, right, with this fire in this water here. But I mean, regardless of the fact, fourth house really talks about the family that one comes from and the family that one is also trying to build, right? And because this is initiative energy, that can be what you need to look into and get more information, learn more about yourself, reflect more on your familial circumstances and experiences, emotional upbringing, how they taught you to express emotion, right? And or not, right? How it was of detriment to you growing up in the situation that you did. But get the understanding from that fourth house placement of yours, or just in general. Through this information I'm giving you, you can just then reflect on your family and your upbringing and what you're trying to build and implement into what you're building for yourself, right? And in your partnership, what you really desire to be there or not in the partnership, okay? So that's where you need to get more information. But then finally, what can you do? The Three of Wands and the Two of Pentacles came out, which is the third and second houses, right? Which is all about duality. But the third house talks about community and commerce, okay? So I feel like for a lot of you guys, what you need to do is take your mind off of the negative of the relationship right now and just continue focusing on your work and playing a little bit more, right? Coming into the mid-month. Get back into creative endeavors, things that inspire you, things that can uplift you, right? From the 2 to the 3. So just focus on the support that is around you. Focus on just, what is it called? Refining skill sets that you have, tapping into your creativity, just keeping busy is what I'm hearing. So you need to keep busy from the mid-month through the end of the month, but do things that are productive and that can be conducive to your growth. If you need to do some character development, because that is also what the Four of Cups and the fourth house can talk about. Real more so like the fourth house, right? With Cancers, it talks about, again, right, where one comes from and what one is building, and like, what is that called? The conditioning that happens within the environment that you grow up in, how that affects you and how it like conditions one to behave. So you might be working on some character development from that situation again, and that's what you do. And that is what can help bring you and your partner closer together. Again, apologizing can always work. Figuring out how to bring balance back into the relationship, especially if you already live together. Just deciding to give it another shot. That's what I'm getting. So you guys might be giving it another shot because you do care about this person, right? And your main goal is figuring out how you can get the relationship back into balance, and or your relationships in general. Again, if this is not romantic and this is talking about like business partnerships, platonic friendships, and or familial structures and relationships within that. So that's what I have for you guys. How did you like this spread? Let me know in the comment section below as well. Like this if it resonates for you at this time. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. Oh, chakras. I did forget. I always mention chakras. So what is here is your root chakra, sacral chakra, and your throat chakra. Those are really underactive as well. Always heed your own personal intuition and work on your third eye, crown chakra. If you don't know how to do that, I will leave the link in the description box below.